Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat, mga kababayan, mga kapatid. Natatawa ako. Ano kayang reaksyon ng HOR sa kanilang star witness daw? House of Representative. Palpak yung star witness daw nila. Palpak yung picture. Mayroong umaga. Anong klaseng star witness yan? Yung check parang naging talbog. Sino kaya mastermind yan? Sabi ni Attorney Paulo Panelo Jr., hindi sila sure. Pero yung mga binanggit ni Madriaga ay binabanggit din noon ni dating Senador Trillanes daw. Kaya yung star witness nila ay parang hindi credible. Ay hindi lang, parang talagang hindi. Mantakin po ninyo yung pag-iyak. Hindi man lang iiyak daw. Pero yung salamin ang pinupunasan. Yung sunglass. Uy, sablay mga ob-ob ng mga nasa HOR. Sino ang nasa likod ni Madriaga? Ewan kung ipapalabas pa nila yung Madriaga na yung alatang binayaran. Subalit marami pong salamat sa mga patuloy na nanonood sa ating munting channel. Hindi natin alam kung anong mangyayari sa hearing na yun, yung impeachment. Kung itutuloy pa ba nila yun, hindi. Kasi ang daming umaalma, ang daming problema ng bansa. Yung flood control, napabayaan na, hindi na, parang nakalimutan na. Pero ngayon, pinapalabas nila na nahuli daw si Saldico. Hindi natin alam kung totoo. Nasa ibang bansa pa, mga 2 linggo pa siguro yun, kung totoong nahuli siya. Bago nila madala dito sa Pilipinas. Katotohanan. Natatawa ako kay Saldico. Madriaga doon sa post ni Attorney Rowena Guanzon. Hindi lang yan, pati si Dr. Mata. Ayun o, yun. Mga palpak yung mga trabaho ng mga nasa HOR. Ano ba kayo, mga ob-ob? Sabi nga ni Attorney Rowena Guanzon, nakakabobo ang maging congressman. Pati yung mga pitsang binanggit ni tawag yan, Madriaga ay kinontra ni Senador Amy Marcos. Yung mga binabanggit niyang mga petsa daw na nakipag-meeting siya kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, kay VP Sara, mga peke. Tapos yung mall na naman na binabanggit niya sa Pampanga, ito, ayan ano mo sasabi? Puro palpak, puro mga ob-ob. Ewan kung anong masasabihan ng mga taga-HOR, House of Representative. Dahil sa mga kapalpakan na yan, ito, panoorin po natin Sina Attorney Topacio. Binisto nila sabay-sabay po natin panoorin. Nabisto yung kanilang mga plano, yung plano sa HOR, sa Committee on Justice, sa pangunguna ni Luistro. Ito, panoorin po natin, pinahayag ni Attorney Topacio. Sabay-sabay.
Di ba sabi nila gusto nila mabilis? Bakit hindi ba nila gawin yun? Bakit hindi ba nila i-transmit agad sa Senate para mag-trial na? Hindi nila gagawin kasi gagamitin na nila yung hearing para sirain si VP Sara. Kaya nila yan. Don't let anyone tell you different 1/3. Sisiw. Diba? Pero bakit hindi? Again, sinisira nila si Sara, ginagamit nila yung hearings.
Ako po ay lumuyana nung siya yung lahat dyan sapagkat napakasimple ng probable cause, parang nahihirapan mo kayo. Umabot pa ho ng pustahan. Siguro, ariin po sa sunod, imbitahan nyo na lang po yung graduate ng Wambol University. Sapagkat, people, nagsalita na ho yung Korte Suprema, hindi ho umurado sa graduate ng Wambol University. Attorney Topacio, pwede mo ba kisama ko
Hindi lang graduate yun, partner. Siya pang Dean of the College of Law ng Wambol University. The same person who said, pwede natin i-disregard yung order ng Supreme Court.
Yun na nga po. Ano ho ngayon ang stand nyo po doon? May order na po yung Supreme Court. Bakit tinuloy pa rin doon yung impeachment kay Sara Duterte?
Ito naman explain pa rin, na walang order.
Wala.
Walang order po, wala pa.
Walang order. Hinihintay ng Senado yung articles of impeachment kung makaka-find ng probable cause. And I agree with Attorney Topacio. Doon na papunta magkakaroon ng finding yan. And to my mind, whether or not there is finding, it's their prerogative. After all, the Constitution gave them the power, the exclusive, ibig sabihin, pwera kayo lahat. Siya lang ang pwede mag-initiate. Walang pwede makialam. In fact, can Congress abuse its prerogative? Yes, it can abuse. Yes. Just not make it grave. Kasi pag naging grave na, iba na yan. That is whimsical, capricious, tyrannical to the extent that you are not doing your duty anymore. That you are just oppressing the respondent. Yan ang grave abuse. Yan lang ang pwede mag-step in ng Supreme Court. But if the abuse is simple abuse, Congress can do it.
I agree.
Under the Constitution, pwede yan. Ngayon, the Supreme Court naman can make mistakes. Kaya nga lang, sabi nga ni Atty. Topacio, that mistake is law of the land. Wala tayong magagawa. Unless it is reversed. It is reversed. Kasi nire-reverse din naman ng Supreme Court ang sarili niya. Pagka nagbago ang position niya, for example, re-reverse niya yung doctrine. Aalisin niya yan. Ngayon, dapat kasi, the Supreme Court, I don't want to advise the Supreme Court, but this is just a comment from a common citizen, not necessarily a lawyer. No? Considering, one, the Supreme Court justices are themselves impeachable. So if they make impeachment difficult, they grant themselves a favor. Kasi pabor sa kanila yun eh. Pagka pinahirapan nila, kamukha ngayon, yun ang sinasabi ni Senate President Soto, which by the way, I think, wag na natin ihahamon ad hominem. I think he's been saying sensible things about the Supreme Court decision. And he has the prerogative to say that. After all, he is Senate President. Co-equal sila eh. Huwag sabihin ng Supreme Court, mas magaling siya kay Soto. Hindi pwede eh. Dahil ang power nila equal under the Constitution. I-balance mo yan. So he can say it. Number two, the Supreme Court should have been very sensitive about the fact that most of them, I think, 12 or 13 of them are appointees of, former President Rodrigo Duterte. And therefore, whatever they do, they should be careful kasi yung beneficiary ng kanilang decision is a daughter of the very person who appointed them. In theory kasi, when a member of the Supreme Court, or for that matter, any elected na constitutional body, is appointed by, say, the President, it is, whatever political debt is cut, dapat tapos na yun. When one is given the oath, then the loyalty of that official must be to the country na, to the oath. He must be independent and autonomous, and not beholden to the appointing power. But, you cannot take away from the minds of the people that if they do this, and it benefits Duterte, and most of them are Duterte appointees, a conclusion, fairly or unfairly, may be made. So that we were asking the Supreme Court sana, restraint, more prudence naman, more caution naman. So now, there is now again another petition by Sara Duterte. And I think the Duterte supporters, the so-called DTS, are expecting another favorable decision from the Supreme Court. No, that will be the last day in the coffin. Pagka yan ay agree na, maliwanag pa sa sikat ng araw, di ba? na medyo may pinapabura na dito. Let Congress do its job. Let it file the articles if there's already one-third vote from the plenary. And then, let us hear the trial before the Senate, sitting as a court. That is the legal aspect of impeachment. Because now, the case is before a court. Congress was just a committee and a plenary. It is not a court. Pag sumampa na yan sa court, Senate, impeachment court, then that is the time when the full panoply of due process must be respected and upheld. Kasi dyan, pwede mo nang i-cross-examine ang mga witnesses. Kaya si Madriaga, hindi mo talaga pwedeng sabihin kung credible yan or hindi. Pwede mo lang i-comment, as an unprofessional observation, parang credible, but you cannot really test his credibility because in the House, in the Justice Committee, clarificatory hearing does not allow cross-examination. You cannot test the credibility of the witness. If trial commences in the Senate, that is the occasion when the lawyers of Sara Duterte, like the eminent Atty. Topacio, can test the credibility of Madriaga whether he is saying the truth or not. Kasi meron na hong cross-examination.
And on that note, I think time is running out. And like I said, we will never have enough time if we have Father Robert, Attorney Ferdy, and Attorney JV in one table. Maubusan pa tayo ng oras. I think I like the way Father Robert said that it has to be, the impeachment process is both political, legal, and moral. And ako naman, on the part of whatever statements has been said here, it's very difficult to ascribe any wrongdoing unless there are evidence, right? Because we are governed by the rule of law. Very difficult to ascribe misgivings or even mga hidden transactions. Here in Everything for Good, here in Impact Publishing, here at the agenda, what we are after for is really justice. And justice can be had either here, applying the law of the land, or even the law of the Lord. Kaya Attorney JV, there is still a higher court than the Supreme Court. But it is not up to us to decide.
Ay, naku po, Diyos ko. Bueno, maraming salamat po. Hanggang dito na lamang yung ating munting video. Sana pagtiyagan ninyong panoorin.